There's this vast, invisible universe all around us. It's just teeming with life that we can't see with the naked eye. That's the world of microbes. So what if I told you there's a way to not just see this world, but to actually harness its power to solve some of humanity's absolute biggest problems? Well, that's what a PhD in microbiology is all about. And today, we're going to dive into this world of incredible possibilities.
I mean, think about it for a second. How are we going to handle the next pandemic? And how do we make sure there's safe food for billions of people on a planet that's growing every single day? These aren't just hypotheticals, right? They're some of the biggest, most urgent challenges of our time.
So who's right there at the very center of it all, working to solve these massive problems? Well, it's the microbiologists. They are the key players on the front lines, and honestly, their work is more critical now than it has ever been.
Okay, so let's start by digging into how microbiology is tackling these huge global issues. Because this field, it's not just stuck in a lab somewhere. Nope, it is all about finding direct solutions to some of humanity's toughest, most complex problems.
And just look at the sheer scope of their impact. When a new infectious disease pops up, microbiologists are the ones leading the charge. I mean, think about the teams who first sequenced the COVID-19 genome, right? They're also tackling the frankly terrifying problem of antibiotic resistance, where our best medicines could just stop working. And their work doesn't stop there. It goes all the way to climate change, making sure our food is safe, and even figuring out how to manage our wastewater. It's huge.
So that brings up a really important question. If you want to be a leader in a field this vital, why is a PhD so essential? Well, it turns out this one degree acts like a passport, really. It transforms you from a student into a real scientific leader. Let's break down how. You see, a PhD is so much more than just another degree. It's your official entry ticket, your passport, to the world of independent research. It gives you this incredible chance to contribute something totally new to science, to discover something no one else has ever seen before, and add your own little piece to the giant puzzle of human knowledge.
And this is what that path to leadership actually looks like. It all starts with learning how to conduct your own independent research. That skill, well, that's what opens the door to securing funding and grants so you can chase your own unique ideas. And finally, that leads to the ultimate goal for a lot of people, becoming a principal investigator, a PI, and running your very own lab.
And that whole journey, getting to the point where you're running your own lab and guiding the future of research, it's been described as the highest level of leaving one's mark on the world of science. It's about building a legacy that lasts.
And hey, don't think for a second that this impact is only felt in universities. In the biotech and pharmaceutical industries, the people driving the innovation for new vaccines and life-saving drugs, yeah, they're almost always PhDs. They are the real engine of innovation in the private sector.
So it's clear a PhD doesn't just make you smarter. It literally opens up a whole new world of career opportunities. Let's take a look at where this passport can actually take you, both here at home and all around the globe. The career options are just incredibly diverse. You could become a research scientist in a cutting-edge R&D lab or a clinical microbiologist working right inside the healthcare system. You could join super prestigious government institutions like the ICMR or CSIR, or of course pursue a career in academia or even agricultural science. The paths are just so varied. But okay, what if you're someone who'd rather build your own thing instead of working for someone else? If you've got that entrepreneurial spirit. Well, there are some pretty incredible opportunities waiting for you.
Seriously, after you get a PhD, you are fully equipped to launch your own diagnostic lab. Or maybe you want to start a biotech company that develops new enzymes for industry, or even bioplastics to help with pollution. You could even create your own research consultancy firm. And these are just a few examples of how you can totally forge your own path.
So after hearing all that, I'm sure there's a big question on your mind. What about the money? What are the financial rewards? Okay, let's talk salary and future scope and look at the real-world returns for this career.
And yeah, the numbers here are definitely encouraging. In India, a PhD holder can start earning anywhere from 45,000 to over 2 lakh rupees a month, which is a pretty significant range. And if you look abroad, that often means a starting salary of $60,000 to $120,000 a year, and sometimes even higher, depending on your specialty and where you are.
And you have to remember, these numbers, they're really just a starting point. As you gain experience and you move up to senior roles like becoming a professor or a senior scientist, your income is going to keep growing substantially throughout your whole career. So, to wrap it all up, a PhD in microbiology is way, way more than just a degree. It's a master key. It's the key that unlocks the doors to amazing careers in academia, industry,
healthcare, government, and even your own business. It is your ticket into a world of real innovation, leadership, and impact.
And that really just leaves us with one final, powerful question to think about. After looking at all these challenges and all these incredible opportunities, which of humanity's great problems do you want to solve?